The exaggerated depiction of Bongbong Marcos and big businesses with enlarged heads in the caricature serves as a commentary on the perceived overinflation of their self-importance and power dynamics within the Filipino society. By visually amplifying their features, the artist highlights the disproportionate influence these figures hold, often at the expense of the common people. Furthermore, the symbolism behind the shovels adds another layer of critique. The shovels represents the active role these entities play in digging deeper into their own interest, often through means that undermine the rights and freedoms of the population. This symbolism suggests a relentless pursuit of self-benefit, even if it means disregarding the well-being of the masses. Moreover, the caricature can be interpreted as a call to action for a greater awareness and accountability. By portraying these figures in such a satirical light, the artist prompts viewers to question the existing power structures and advocate for a more equitable distribution of power and resources in the society. It invites reflecting on the consequences of unchecked influence and the importance of holding those in power accountable for their actions.
Their digging is not a hole in the ground. It's like a symbolic grave for the rights of every Filipinos, showing how difficult life can be as an ordinary people. The pit represents the deep struggles that Filipinos face. Inside the pit, we can see Filipinos being overwhelmed by problems like low wages, inflation, red tagging, and drugs. They are not just the words, but the heavy burdens that people carry every day. Low wages symbolize the struggle to make ends meet, the relentless pursuit of a decent livelihood. Red tagging represents the fear and stigma faced by individuals who fight for their rights and advocate for change. Drugs embodies the destructive forces that tear families apart and hinder progress. And inflation encapsulates the rising cost of living, making it increasingly difficult for ordinary people to provide for their families. These issues are not isolated incidents. They are interconnected, intertwined, and deeply rooted in the fabric of our society. They represent the multi-faced challenges faced by the common people in their daily lives. But let us not dwell solely on the gravity of these challenges. Instead, let us recognize the resilience and strength that lies within the hearts of the Filipinos people. Despite the weight of these burdens, they continue to persevere, to rise above the adversity, and to fight for their rights. The pit, my friends, signifies the depth of the struggles faced by the Filipinos. It is a stark reminder of the uphill battle that may endure. However, it has also served as a call to action, a rallying cry for change and progress. Let us join hands and work together to address these issues. Let us strive to their wages for a society free from fear and stigma, for effective measure to combat the drug problem, and for economic stability that benefits all. In the end, the pit is not just a symbol of struggle. It is a testament to the resilience, determination.
The Filipinos in the pit are not just victims. They are survivors who have overcome the immense challenges their faces through a market with the hardship, also show a deep sense of determination and resilience. The background of the caricature is a stark of contrast to the oppressive foreground. It's not just a landscape, it's a symbol of societal environment. The bleak and the barren backdrop of the environment serve as a stark reminder of the harsh realities they faces of the people. The enduring spirit of the Filipino people shines through in their ability to rise above their circumstances and find hope in the midst of despair.
Also, they are skeletons that represent the Filipinos who have been stripped of their rights and freedoms They are stark reminders of the severe effects of this problem on the people. Amidst the blackness, there is a beacon of hope. A figure of justice is seen emerging from the horizon. This figure, though small and distant, is a purple symbol. It represents the unwavering pursuit of justice by the Filipino people. The skills of justice aren't just a symbol of balance and fairness. They are a symbol of hope. They represent the Filipinos' beliefs in a future where their rights are respected, their burdens are lifted, and justice prevails. It serves as a reminder of the power of unity, democracy, and the relentless pursuit of freedom as it paved way for the Filipinos to voice out for the marginalized.
This caricature in entirely is a poignant commentary on the socio-political landscape of the Philippines. It's a visual critique of the power dynamics, the struggles of common people, and their relentless spirit. It's a stark reminder of the realities of life for many Filipinos. This caricature is also a call to action. It's plea for justice, a demand for change. It's a testament to the resilience of the Filipino people under unwavering hope for a better future. Overall, this caricature is a powerful commentary on the resilience of the Filipino people under unwavering pursuit of justice amidst adversity. The caricature's call for societal changes also implies potential ways to improve the economy. First, by addressing low wages, it suggests the need for fair labor practices and wage policies. Ensuring a living wage for all workers can stimulate economic growth as it increases purchasing power and consumer spending. Second, the critique of big businesses influence hints at the needs for economic policies that support small and medium enterprises. This can diversify the economy, promote innovation, and create jobs. Third, tackling issues like drugs and inflation implies a call for sound fiscal and monetary policies. Controlling inflation preserves the value of money and stabilizes the economy, while addressing drug issues can lead to a healthier and more productive workforce. Lastly, the call for justice and fair treatment of all citizens suggests the need for inclusive growth, an economy that works for everyone, where wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few but shared equitably, tends to be more sustainable and resilient. In essence, the caricature calls for an economy that is not only prosperous but also equitable, where everyone has a fair share of the nation's wealth and an equal opportunity to contribute to its growth.
A purely AI-based approach may stifle innovation, creativity, and the vital human connection that is so important to journalism and education. It highlights the necessity for journalists and students to utilize AI tools responsibly while maintaining their own judgment, critical thinking, abilities, and capacity for original thought. Another problem with the use of AI in journalism is the lack of ability to consider journalistic ethics. Journalists have a responsibility to provide accurate, balanced, and ethical reporting. AI can analyze data and recognize patterns, but it cannot make moral or ethical decisions. AI can be a powerful tool for journalists, helping them to sift through large datasets, identify trends, and even generate initial draft for stories. It can streamline certain processes, allowing journalists to focus more on analysis and storytelling. Ultimately, the most effective approach may be a combination of human and AI collaboration, where journalists leverage AI tools to enhance their work rather than being replaced by them entirely. AI create news content more quickly and efficiently than human reporters. It can also analyze vast amounts of data and identify patterns that humans may not be able to spot. However, it's important to note that AI generated news is not meant to replace human journalists.
Without a doubt, artificial intelligence or AI has the power to transform journalism by automating tasks like data analysis, fact checking, and content creation. Large datasets can be combed through by automated algorithms, which can spot patterns and trends that human reporters would miss. Journalists may concentrate on higher order duties like narrative, audience interaction, and investigative reporting because of this efficiency. However, the use of AI in journalism nowadays also gives rise to serious problems. The possibility of job displacement within the industry is one of the main concerns. There's a chance that some regular duties that journalists have historically completed could be automated as AI technology develops, which could result in job losses or less options for employment. Furthermore, concerns regarding editorial control, bias detection, and the upholding of journalistic standards are raised by the dependence of AI for content development. For this reason, it is imperative that we all value journalists and their contributions in the era of artificial intelligence. We can ensure that journalism plays its vital role in educating, enlightening, and empowering individuals and communities in a world that is becoming more digital and complex by investing in strategies like embracing education, collaboration, media literacy, diversity, ethics, and audience engagement, which the AI cannot accomplish.
So, let's talk about our caricature. This guy right here represents the journalist. This creature right here that's forcibly pulling back the guy represents the AI. This caricature depicts how artificial intelligence has been slowly consuming the journalist nowadays. But instead of fighting the temptation to rely on the AI tool, they're depending, or let's just say, they didn't fight the urge to rely on the AI to create an information, which is supposedly the job of the journalist. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? Getting someone or something to do your work for you, well, you'll just sit there and wait for it to finish your work. But the thing is, it obstructs the critical thinking and creativity of the journalist, and it also makes the information less reliable. Though there are negative effects, there are also positive effects of using AI in journalism, like it can help detect mistakes and the information that the journalist may have missed or analyze large amounts of data. The negative effect is that the information that comes from an AI may be biased, unlike when the journalists are the ones that would gather the information. The readers will have the opportunity to explore the different perspectives that the journalists expressed. So overall, it's important for journalists to use AI as a tool to enhance their work rather than replace the human element of journalism.
In our caricature, we want to show the negative effect of using AI tools in journalism and education. We're concerned that relying too much on AI can lead to problems. One issue we want to highlight is the potential loss of creativity and uniqueness in storytelling. If AI tools take over too much, creativity may suffer, and all story might start to sound the same. Another problem we show is the risk of bias in AI algorithms. These algorithms can have unfair opinion because they learn from biased data. This can lead to unfair news or educational materials. We also want to talk about how AI tools can make people think less and critically. If we rely too much heavy on AI, we might stop thinking ourselves and lose our ability to analyze things. Lastly, we concern about the possibility of plagiarism. With AI tool, it's easy to copy information with giving credit. This is not fair and can damage the creativity of journalism and education. We hope that our caricature helps people think about the potential problems of using AI in journalism and education. It's important to use AI responsibly and consider the impact it can have on creativity, bias, critical thinking, and plagiarism.
So, everywhere we look these days, there's an AI, artificial intelligence. It's in our phones, help us shop online, and even suggest movies to watch. Now, AI is even trying its hand at writing news articles. So, this caricature explains the AI eating journalist. Imagine a giant machine called AI that can gobble up tons of information and write basic news stories super fast. That's what some people mean by AI is eating the journalist. They worry that AI might take over news reporting and journalists might lose their jobs. The idea of AI eating journalists refers to the growing concern that artificial intelligence might replace human journalists in news production. There are reasons for this concern. So first we have AI can analyze massive amounts of data and write basic news articles in a flash. This is great for quick updates. But AI-generated reports can lack the depth and human touch that journalists bring. They might miss important details, different perspectives, or even make mistakes in how they understand the information. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it could potentially automate many tasks currently done by journalists, leading to job losses in the news industry. Journalists are more important than AI because journalists can investigate stories, interview people, and explain things clearly in a way that AI struggles to replicate. AI might struggle to capture the emotions and experiences behind a news story. Journalists can connect with people and tell their stories with a depth and understanding that AI can.